What's going on, guys? This is Zach Newton out here with K105 Digital Productions and the Twin Lakes Best Mix K105 Radio at the Leitchfield Aquatic Center. You can see that behind me. And we've been hanging out here all afternoon. We've had a great time. And what we've got coming up for you right now on K105 Digital Productions is the inaugural K105 Kannonball Clash. Again, truly one of the most significant athletic competitions to hit the tri-state area. The feats of athleticism that you are about to see are being performed under the professional supervision of the Leitchfield Aquatic Center lifeguard staff. Judges are myself, again, Zach Newton, and K105 Digital Productions guru and the voice of Cougar Sports, Sam Gormley. I don't know what you're about to see. We are filming this intro bump a little bit before 1 o'clock, before the Kannonball contest starts. But I promise this will be worth getting the kids and bumping this one to full screen as we bring you the K105 Kannonball Clash from the Leitchfield Aquatic Center. If you're looking for something to do this summer, stop by the Aquatic Center and definitely check out their Facebook page. Two events we know they've got coming up: Luau Day on June 25th, and July 15th, the late night swim and fireworks, $5 that night. Any other day, veterans get free admissions. Again, the Leitchfield Aquatic Facebook page. Without further ado, the K105. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is business time. It's Zach Newton and Sam Gormley. Sam, say hello to the folks at home.
How we doing?
And it's Kannonball Classic time for Holiday World tickets. We got a pair of them. We got a field of contestants here. And we're just going to start this thing off properly. The young man in the red trunks, our first contestant. Oh, nice elevation and distance. How you feel about it, Sam?
He gets points for distance.
Points for distance for sure. I'd like to see him a little more in the back seat, though.
Like a solid 7-4?
Solid 7-4. So your leader in the clubhouse, by virtue of being the only competitor so far, the kid in the red trunks. Now we got this young man. So, fun story, folks. Sometimes stuff doesn't go exactly the way you plan it. As this kid, Sam, we talked about this kid there at the park. Absolutely dominated that cannonball.
Yeah, he had a great pair of swim trunks, too, which, to me, is the reason for success.
Yeah, style is important. So here's what happened. We filmed this, and there's some cool audio. You heard a little bit of it just a second ago. But then the video exploded. So we're here in the K105 studio bringing you commentary. Now, I like this kid, too. He got a little squirrely in the middle of the jump, and you lose some style points with me when you kind of get out of control like that.
He did. But you know what? He still came with big splash, and that's the key. And see, the height here on this one was what got me.
Yeah, I was on board with you. You know, we said going in that we were not just going to base it on splash size. Technique was going to be important. As one of the adult competitors,
we only had 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was mostly a kid's crowd. This is a good cannonball. This is a good fundamental dad cannonball. He gets to the grip early. He leans back. It's a nice butt first entry. That's what you're looking for.
It's a win. I mean, it's a stereotypical cannonball, and sometimes stereotypes aren't good, but in this case it is.
Yeah, you can set your watch by that. That's a cannonball. Now,
one of my favorite competitors.
Yeah, we loved these next two. Okay, let me be honest with you. I'm a huge fan. I like the moxie. I like the spirit. They were probably, this is going to be tough to take home at that age. She's just doing her best. Got her floaties on. She's ready to go. And I was never going to tell her she couldn't compete. Not really even a cannonball. But I love the passion for the craft.
And you know what? I give her props for getting up there and doing it, because when I was that age, even when I was about 15, I wouldn't have been able to get up there and do that. I'd be shaking in my boots.
Yeah, we put a camera on these kids.
Uh-huh.
And the couple of grown-ups that were here, I mean, we brought a camera over. We were talking. And they were on board. Like, they were just fully in it. Now, this little girl killed it. I will say, this is a good-looking cannonball.
What's not to like? Nothing. I mean, it's perfect. It's
nothing. The problem, though, is
good splash.
You see him there in the red trunks. There's the problem, okay? This is a pretty good Kannonball right here. Nice confident attack. You know, she seemed a little skittish getting up there. Yeah, that kid with the eyebrows, he's all right. This is your problem. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see, this is Will.
We were not sure if Will was even going to be allowed to compete because Will is a lifeguard at the Leitchfield Aquatic Center.
But he was on break, so it's good. Look at just everything about that. Just high, deep in the back seat. Got a little back pop.
He got so high that he was taller than the slide.
Yeah, if you're more than 10 feet off the water, it's a very cash money Kannonball. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
At one point, this was our leader.
Yeah, another good Kannonball. For me, we talked about the difference between Kannonballs and can openers before we did the Kannonball Clash. And for me, that kid was closer to doing a can opener right there. He had one leg nicely gripped, but did not really get the other one. It's kind of the same with that kid. I want a nice, tight, it's a ball. You got to be the ball.
The grip is key. If you don't get the right grip, you're not going to succeed. And that was the case with those two, which is maybe why you dropped down into second place, at least at this moment.
Now, I like the aggressive attack off the board. He lost it at the end.
Too late. Too late on the grip.
We don't have a slow motion replay. I actually think he loses the grip there at the end.
I agree. I think he did. Again, going back to one of the adults, leader in the clubhouse at one point.
Too far in the front seat.
He was going almost into more of a flip instead of the traditional.
He was nearing a flying squirrel. Now, this kid, I'm a firm believer, Sam, that you've got to risk it to get the biscuit, all right? You got to put it out there if you want to win. This kid went for it. This is a full send. Too far.
It was close. It was close. He needed to get a little more height. The height would have helped.
If he had gone up and not forward as much, I think he was there. But I appreciate that he tried.
He asked us. He said, "How can I get some extra bonus points?" And we told him, and
I said, "Do a flip," he did, but
it didn't pay off.
See, I didn't feel like she got the grip. I love the passion and the energy.
Speed.
Yeah, the intensity of the attack was nice.
This was a solid one coming up.
This is a good Kannonball right here.
He's ready. I like holding on to the bars. He's waiting for the lifeguard. Alex, shout out to Alex, lifeguard there, waiting for the cue.
Yeah,
Alex
big shout out to Alex for putting up with this.
I mean, look,
he just got a little loose at the end. I loved it. I loved his energy and his passion again, but just got a little squirrely right there at the end. This is another good Kannonball. And it looked like a good Kannonball. I take that back. Yeah, he got there. He tried to kind of do like a little, try to add some extra sizzle, okay, but then didn't get the grip. You gotta nail your grabs, okay. Rule number 1.
And I like just the subtle couple bounce. Make sure that you're ready to go, and then jumping in.
Didn't really do a Kannonball though.
I saw your finger there. I didn't know if you were pointing at something. In that.
I was telling somebody something. I don't remember what, but I was as both referee and play-by-play announcer for this event
and judge.
I had a lot of irons in the fire here, Sam. I was a man trying his best. All right. And then this little girl again. This is a good Kannonball. It's just, I just need more amplitude. Technique's great. And now it's about styling it up a little bit. She's got a couple years before she's really worried about getting in the bigs. I mean, she's got plenty of time. This right here, not a bad Kannonball. I'm not big on the cross-legged grip, but it's not always about the way that I feel in terms of style. It's about execution.
And we mentioned that.
Yeah, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of the way for this. This is the best Kannonball maybe I've ever seen time.
We just got to let it go.
Like, he's deep in it. I normally like a butt-first Kannonball, but if you sell out and go back first with that kind of height, that's going to sting. You're putting your body on the line, Sam.
I don't know what's there to dislike. What's there to dislike about that opportunity?
That's a kid you only get so many chances to win 2 tickets to Holiday World and a really big K105 t-shirt. You don't get a lot of those. This doesn't come along every day. And that kid stepped up.
And I mean, I like now that we're getting into like a speed round. We said that our time was starting to run a little short, so they just said, okay, we're going to start firing them off.
It was a jam format, just you get it.
And speed on that.
Yeah, he just ran. Didn't even jump, just ran.
I respect it, though.
It's a very kamikaze approach.
And I think that was our final
Kannonball.
contestant. So at this point, this is where we kind of went through and, I guess the decision had been made.
Yeah, it didn't take us long to sort out what we were doing there.
So at this point, you're probably talking about something. Who knows? And I like that still competing in the back.
Yeah, the kids kept going. We had kids come up to us after this when we were taking Will his T-shirt and his tickets for winning, and the runner-up got Kentucky Kingdom tickets. That was the kid in the tropical trunks there.
Which he got bonus points for the trunks from me.
Yeah. You're a big fan of the trunks, Sam. You've touched on it for sure.
Yes.
Will gave us a good interview. Like, I hate that you can't hear this interview. He really got into the breakdown of doing a cannonball at a high level.
He said that, the height is the key, and then you got to hit. He mentioned you got to hit the back first.
Yeah, you got to lean into it. And but he was great. He was a good sport. All these kids were really good sports. Thanks to Alex, the lifeguard, for putting up with this just insane idea we had at like 12:15 today. To give away some tickets to some folks. Do something fun. But all the kids loved it. We had a great time. People were telling me, like, I wish we could do this every time. And I was like,
awesome,
we don't have that many Holiday World tickets, guys. We're just one small local radio station trying their best.
Absolutely. But make sure you go out and see the Leitchfield Aquatic Center.
Oh, for sure. They've got all kinds of cool stuff coming up this summer. I know there's Luau Night in June. I think that's June 25th. And then July 15th, they're having a night. So when they're going to be open late, they're going to have fireworks. So you can get out. It's $5 to get in that night, so I think it's maybe a little more expensive. But you get fireworks, and you can swim during the fireworks that night. That's really cool. All the stuff will be open. Again, they got a new pizza oven, so they've got pizzas at the snack bar there that are awesome. We had pizzas today, and we bought them. So this is an honest review and not me plugging a thing I got for free. I think that makes it more legitimate. So get out and check out the Leitchfield Aquatic Center this summer. Again, they've got the diving board, all the community pool fun. They've got slides. It's great. Definitely get out and enjoy some summer fun in the sun.